Everyone thought Brian's fart prank was hilarious until the teacher called his mom on speaker in front of the whole class. There's always that one kid in every high school, the one who thinks he's the funniest person alive. In our class, that kid was Brian Adams. Brian wasn't just a class clown. He was the CEO of bad jokes. Every day, he tried something new just to get a reaction. From fake spiders in lockers to sneezing powder on teachers, you name it, he'd done it. But one day, his brilliance finally caught up with him. It happened during one of Mr. Patterson's history lectures. You know the kind. Quiet classroom, everyone pretending to take notes, and that one ticking clock that somehow sounds louder than life itself. Brian, sitting in the back row, was getting bored. And bored Brian was dangerous Brian. He slowly reached into his backpack, pulled out his phone, and grinned. The rest of us knew that look. Something stupid was about to happen. He cranked up the volume, hit play, and suddenly, PPRTTTT, the loudest fart sound you could imagine exploded through the room. The class lost it. Desks shook from laughter. Even Mr. Patterson, our calm, no-nonsense teacher, flinched mid-sentence. Brian leaned back in his chair, arms crossed, and grinning like he just won an Oscar for Best Comedic Performance. But then, Mr. Patterson smiled. And not just any smile, that slow, knowing smile teachers get when they're about to end your whole career. "Oh," he said calmly, "so you think that's funny." That should have been Brian's cue to shut up, to maybe even apologize. But of course, this was Brian. He smirked, shrugged, and said, "Yeah, what are you going to do about it?" The whole class went silent. We could practically hear the uh-oh in everyone's heads. Mr. Patterson didn't yell, didn't threaten detention. Instead, he slowly reached into his pocket, pulled out his phone, and said, "Let's find out." He scrolled for a second, tapped a contact, and put it on speakerphone. After 2 rings, a woman's voice answered. "Hello? Hi, Mrs. Adams. I'm calling because your son thought it would be a good idea to disrupt class with a soundboard. Would you like to hear it?" Brian's face went ghost white. He started whispering, "No, no, no, Mr. Patterson, please, I'm sorry." But it was too late. Mr. Patterson pressed play, and PPRTTTT, the fart echoed through the speaker, this time not in front of classmates, but in front of his mother. "Brian Adams, you did what?" The entire class exploded. Laughter filled the room. Brian looked like he wanted to melt into his chair. Mrs. Adams did not hold back. For a full minute, we listened as she scolded him about respect, embarrassing the family, and say goodbye to your phone forever. By the time Mr. Patterson hung up, the room was still buzzing with laughter, except for Brian. He sat there, pale, silent, and wishing for a time machine. Mr. Patterson just smiled again and said, "Now that's funny." The next morning, Brian walked into class holding a Nokia brick phone. You know, the indestructible ones from the early 2000s. He didn't say a word. No jokes, no soundboards, no pranks. Just quiet, humbled Brian, the legend who got outsmarted by his teacher and his mom in one epic move. We never heard another fart sound from him again. And honestly, none of us ever forgot the day Mr. Patterson turned Brian's prank into a life lesson, live on speakerphone.